I think is the renaissance of John Stones,
Yeah.
isn't it? I mean, he's really come back into the fold. He's played 4 of the last 5 games, and in those 4 games, they've kept 4 clean sheets.
Yeah, I think John Stones would have done a lot of soul-searching over the last year or so, looking at himself, thinking, what am I not doing right to be playing in this great team? And I think that, well, I know for a fact that he's had a look at himself, he's been in the gym more, he's working harder in training, and he's obviously impressed Pep to the point where he's gone, you know what, I'm going to play you ahead of Laporte, who we thought was going to be a mainstay in the team. His performances have been exemplary, I think, in those 4 games with his being clean sheets. And, you know, he set the tone today, he really did. And you mentioned now about the lack of, you know, killer instinct at the top end of the pitch. When that happens, you need to be able to fall back on your defence to relieve that pressure. And he has been a big part of that, getting close to Che Adams there, not allowing him to turn. He really reads situations well today. He knows exactly what Danny Ings wants to do, come on that right-hand side and try and whip it into the near post. Blocks that one. This one was interesting because he spots his man, but actually it's Rodri who loses Che Adams. Yeah. Now, what he does well is he gets his body into a good position. He's in a good defensive position to clear it. He gets very fortunate, we know, but it's because he's in a good spot that it is cleared. This is the John Stones that we know, very good on the ball, very comfortable on the ball, which allows them to play when they are being pressed high up the pitch. This is a pass that takes 6 players out of the game and a better touch from Rodri and they're out and they're on the attack. But this is what we know John Stones can do. And I think in this type of form, he's a player that Gareth Southgate has to have another look at some point.
It's a position where England are looking for players.
Exactly that. He was intelligent today, and this was a good sign of it. Reading of where the player is. Yes, the decision-making between himself and the goalkeeper wasn't great, but in those times, you take control and you deal with it as a defender, and he did exactly that.
Yeah, it's good to see. News on Danny Ings, by the way. Ralph Hasenhüttl